Wow. Wow. Beloved, my apology. Man. Oh, crap. Brethren, sistren, I was caught busy. I was cleaning. I'm doing a new thing. I got caught up. Oh my God. Forgive me, beloved. Give me a one if you can hear me. Oh, I got caught up, man. You know what remind me? The book. I look at the book when I'm cleaning the stuff. I have so many things on the desk, so many books all around. And then when I look at the desk, I saw the book and I'm like, what? I forgot. And then I take a look at my watch. It's 8:48. Oh, man. Woo. That's not good. Very unprofessional. Till now, just getting my stuff together. I completely and utterly forgot. See, where did I put this thing? Oh, shish, man. It's not even here. What is it? Oh, crap. Oh, boy. I think. Oh, there you go. That's where it was. All right. I completely and utterly forget about the podcast. Oh, man. Oh. Ooh. What a shame. But, man, it's already up spent an hour. People already called me, my phone. I was praying. I put that thing on silent. Oh, man. This is backward. Beloved, forgive me again. Let me see if that thing is there. It's still far. Oops. Is it good? Is it good like that? Can you guys see me? Oh, man, my apology. Oh, man, shalom. Thank you for being patient with me, beloved. Thank you for being patient. I was not going to, and you know what? I need to start doing this. I was on the phone. God, I hate those things. There we go. I was on the phone with a sister and adjusting up the phone. I'm like, hey, I gotta go do this thing. And I forgot, man. I completely and utterly forgot that I'm cleaning this thing and completely forget. All right, brethren, we'll jump right into it. We'll jump right into it and get this thing going on. Man, they really don't want the message of the house of the black judge to get out there. Freaking 2/3, man. Let me close the window. All right. There you go. I'm starting a new project. I was quite busy. Now, brethren, let us move in. Let us move in. Boy, I'm way behind. Today is the deck to the Zedekite. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the midst. Page 249. Then again, let me give a fair disclosure. And ow, that thing. Oh, why is this thing is? Uh, All right, beloved. We will begin this. Full disclosure and full disclaimer. We are going to study certain things. You know what? Let me put this down a little. There we go. That's good here. That's good. We are going to study this book. Okay. It's called the Practical of Magical Evocation. By Brandon. Okay, Bardon. Um, if this is not for you, please, you may leave. What we will not tolerate is people telling us this is witchcraft. Stop studying that. Stop studying this. Okay. Oh, no sound. I'm pretty sure they can hear me. All right. So what we will not tolerate here, and people that telling us that you can study this, you can do that, and you're gonna have to come back to this, come back to that, as if we have to come back to you. Okay. We do not have to do this. If you're Gentiles, you're welcome to learn in silence. You're welcome to learn what we are bringing out there. And if you're one of those camp Negroes that break off from the camp, you're welcome. If you're one of those Christians, you're welcome. We are here. We are students. If you wish to learn with us, we will learn. We will learn together. Then again, we will act and behave like adults. We will act and behave like grown up, and above all, we'll act and behave like royalty. Because today is the deck, we have to behave as mature people. With that being said, beloved, let us begin. This is the 30 principles of the 10 signs of the zodiac Capricorn, the 10th house, aka the house of the Black George, Cain's brother. If you know Cain's brother name, you may type it. Don't say it out loud. It's a very powerful name. The reason why we say that, the reason why we do that, it's because you are in a different type of spiritual level. There are certain things, certain words, certain name you don't repeat with your mouth like that. Okay, all right. So, it's a name that when you're going to the quote unquote the cemetery, if you're going to see your loved one, you call his wife. Okay, you don't need to know the wife's name. You just call, his wife and say that I'm coming. May you receive me and stuff, and then you repeat his name 3 times, and then you get in. Why you do this? Because he was the first quote unquote human being that were ever put in the ground as a dead person. That is why Capricorn is his house. Capricorn, he's ruled by Shabbatai. It is the house of gloom, the house of silence, peace, rest, the house of death, the house of judgment. You don't the priesthood of Mahan, that's all they use. Capricorn, that's all they use. Shabbatai. They hold Shabbatai is the highest planet out of the 7. That's why, uh, um, you know, the priest of Mahan, they use Shabbatai all the way till this day. That's what they do. So when you say the house of the Black Judge, we are we are talking about Capricorn, and of course, Cain's brother. He never got justice, so to speak. He had, eh, Cain ended up getting murdered by his own son, Tubal Cain, and all that. But Cain's brother become a vengeful spirit. He become a massive judge. He become the Black George. Okay. So now we're going to study his house. What is in the house of the Black George? We have first Page 249, we have first Milon or Milon. Milon, at the first degree of Capricorn, Milon will describe divine magic and more details to the student. Again, where we have the word student, we will use, with the word magician, we will use students. Sometimes we use magician, sometimes we use other words, all right? All right, so divine and more detail. Of course, beloved, I forgot to tell you, you cannot see, actually, you can't see none of those guys without seeing the wife. Okay, they don't come to you like that. You don't walk up to any king. You just do. You have to see somebody first. If it is that much of urgency, yeah, you can see them. But any stuff minor, you have to go by the wife, and then you will ask the wife, and the wife will come and they will ask you what you, because you cannot see them. They are somewhat invisible without their wives. You have to come to the wives first. Yes, protocol. They have protocol. You cannot just walk up in the cemetery. Anytime you go into any cemetery to see a loved one or to go to a funeral to bury a loved one, you have to ask for passage. Do you know the cemetery is a massive portal? A cemetery is a massive ley line. Even though they are not, some of them are not built on top of ley line. If you have a bunch of body buried there, there's a massive energy there. You can walk up to a cemetery and deliver a message, and then the spirit that are there, they will just take this message and transport it. Okay, a cemetery is like a massive black hole ley line. Mostly they use it for judgment. If if your life is in danger, you go talk to Cain's brother. All right, now Milon will describe divine magic in more detail to the magician, particularly Akashic magic. He will teach him how to consciously create various causes in the Akasha in the magical manner in order to achieve particular effects in the mental, astral, and physical world. Now, in this book, they always describe there's three worlds, three stages: the mental, okay, the astral, and the physical world. Okay, when they say astral world, they meant like the spiritual realm. Okay, mental, first you have to think it first. You have to think it. It will manifest in the spiritual realm, and then it will be born in the physical realm. So those are the three steps that, according to many of the high level masters, okay, so that's what they are doing. All right. Now, I'm not expecting any phone call, but the door might ring. Let's see. Once the student is in complete command of this practice, he can create causes in the Akasha principle, which at times may take many years before they are realized. In this manner, the student becomes a consummate master in the control of destiny and thereby control his karma as well as the karma of other people. That's powerful right there. However, always bear in mind that because of his ethical development, the magician will never create any causes which could have an unfavorable and negative effects of any of the three planes. Now, in this book, brethren, they warn you over and over. In all the books, I have three of them here on my bed. Actually, just a while. I'm like, I'm gonna spend all night studying. That's what I was cleaning. I'm gonna spend all night studying these books. Now, in all those books, brethren, they warn you. They told you, do not use those intelligences, whether they are positive or negative, to hurt or cause harmful to anyone. If somebody did something to you, that person is in the wrong, yes, but you don't use those forces to show up your power, or you don't use those forces in anger. You don't use those forces in jealousy, hatred. You don't use those forces because, I don't know, man, I don't like this dude. I don't like you because, I don't know, I just don't like the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you do this. Or when I'm working with you, I don't feel comfortable, so I gotta use things and literally hurt you or harm you. There is universal law, which they call karma. It's gonna come back on you or on your children or on your generation that's coming after you. Do not use those things to cause harm to people for pleasure. or for like you just want to, some people like that, they are quote unquote, they are serial killer. They just wake up one day, they want to kill people. Talking about serial killer, before we move a little bit forward, there is this fellow over there in Las Vegas. He went into a stabbing spree. Okay, one person was no more, 6 of them are hurt. And then at the same time, over there in Michigan, there's a MS, an active shooter going on. Today, a dude over there in Thailand went in a school and the children daycare, and then he dropped like 22. Now, right now, it's 33 or 36 people or no more. You have people like that will use a gun. A gun is not supposed to use to cause murder. A gun is not an offensive weapon. It's a defensive weapon. You only use gun as an offense weapon when you're going to go hunting. It depends what kind of prey you're going to hunt with it. A magician who possesses these high ethical attributes will be entrusted by this principle with many magical secrets of which the magician has no idea at this point, because it's beyond the realm of his imagination. What they say here, they say this spirit, it can only give you what he wished to give you according to your heart. And you won't even know it. Which means if you encountered you, when those things encounter you, they read your heart. That's why they always say Jesus knows his heart. That scientifically they read your mind, because your mind is connected to your heart. They will read your heart. All right. If your heart is pure, they will give you like things that is only things that you can handle to your limit. Sometimes you might go over there, you ask certain things, they don't give it to you because they know you think you can handle it, but they already see and know that if you get your hand on the certain things, you're going to either destroy yourself or destroy the whole, or cause more harm than it be done. Just like you see the Gentiles, they cannot move. When it comes to the term of technology, they are stagnant. Technology haven't moved. It's all illusion. Oh, but Big Levi, we have internet. Since when? Since the 1970s. It's been over 40 years. We have cell phone, iPhone now. Yeah. What's the difference between a cell phone and a telephone? You can still talk in it. Well, why? This thing got a calendar. You mean this? You mean that? They just put give me something new. Give me something that we never had before. Give me teleportation. Give me a phone. I can just type. I can just choose New York and then tell it, New York, please. And then I see a light beam in front of me. I'm right in Manhattan, Brooklyn, or whatever. Give me something like that. All right? Because the Gentiles are not qualified to get those type of technology or knowledge, because they say they are waiting on a group of people that are mature enough to release it to those people. Are we those people? I don't know. Frankly, I don't want anything to do with anything. I just want to enjoy my blessing, just rest. But if it is the work of the mighty ones for me to go do this, I have to go ahead. Oh, so I was holding the mouse upside down. Oh, there we go. My chart start moving. I don't know if it's working. Am I freezing? Is that thing frozen? Okay, well, let me keep it going. Number 2, Milamo, 2nd degree of Capricorn. Somebody. Is everything all right, brethren? The chart is not moving and my number froze. I don't know. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we keep going. Milamo, all right. Milamo, 2nd degree. Milamo helps the student to elevate his own personality, which places him at the top of his spiritual powers so that he can influence human beings and animals without any great effort. So Milamo is the guy that helps you work on your own personality, that you can influence people without any greater work. For instance, if your personality is somewhat positive, cheerful, helpful, and things like that. He can actually help you. Talking about this, man, somebody remind me of the Aesop that I received today. I got it here. Where is it? Where is it? Where's that thing? That thing was right here. Did I put it over there? Yeah, I put it over there. So I can show you the Aesop, so I can use it to consecrate my pentacles that I had yesterday that I showed you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. This guy help you to elevate your own personality. If you have a terrible personality, if your personality is all about anger, or you are this guy that people can't stand because of your nasty personality. Some people are like that. They got a horrible personality. They are very bitter, and then they want to fight. You know, this is the guy that will help you work on that. All right. Milamo has magical practices at his disposal, which one of can reach the highest level of powers. Should the student wish to increase his power, then Milamo and his servants will be only too pleased to help him in his endeavor. So, if you want to work in your personality and your ways, Milamo is your guy. Okay, those are like, I would say, I'm not gonna say easy to get, but those are mostly quite simple to get. You know, start working on your personality. No matter how great you think you are, you have flaws that you can't see. You know, no matter how great I think I am, I have many flaws that I can't even figure out what they are. So sometimes I stop and I study myself. I'm like, am I doing this right? Well, I'm doing this wrong. I ask people their opinion. I don't know, this and that, you know, and things. For instance, I've been doing something wrong ever since I get out of high school. It was corrected by my mother and the wife. They are the one that corrected me. I never knew I was doing this thing wrong because I was thinking selfishly for myself. The reason why I was doing this, I always been alone and living alone and do everything on my own. Since my mother come and live with me and the wife moving, the son, the kids, and I wasn't used to get this responsibility, and I usually, when I'm getting something, I get it for me only because it used to be me, and when I get it for me and I share it with others. But when in fact I could get something for the whole family, and I would I would have never figured it out until my mother pointed out, and then the wife nagged my ass into it. So, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I just got it so they can get off my back. And then when I start using it, I'm like, oh, wait, this is even, you know what? For now on, that's all I'm going to get. That's all I'm going to get. And the other day, I got one. I'm like, that's even better. I said, man, I should have listened to them years ago, okay? And then it's now I'm starting to see the flaw that I have, the flaw that I have in my own personality. So it is good to have those reflection, and you have a self-reflection and look for your flaws. You cannot be perfect, brothers, but do the best that you can do to correct yourself. Take some criticism from family, you know, from friends and other people. Get some help. I'm that guy that don't want anybody's help until they give it to me, and then I realize that I did and greatly need the help. All right. Potiphar, the third degree of Capricorn. Potiphar is an outstanding initiator of sympathetic or numeral magic. I have no idea what numeral magic is. Somebody can Google that. Numeral, Mummial. Mum, is that mummial or mummial? Mummial magic. Like any other principles of the zone girdling the earth. Okay, so brethren, this is all the one that girdling the earth. You have spirits that girdling the sun. You have one that girdling the moon, and you have the one that are in the 28th station of the moon. You have the one girdling Madim. They don't give that. The one girdling Madim, they said it's empty. Of course, there's information, but Madim is too hardcore. The one that are girdling Kokav, I believe the one that are girdling Kokav are the 72 super name of the mighty one. Yes, those are the one girdling Kokav. And Zedek, they have one, and Noga, they have one, and Shabbatai, they have one. Those are the ones that are girdling the earth, and in that they have one. They are inside the earth. They have one that in the realm of fire, which you can put the name if you know the name of the one that are in the fire, the spirits that are on fire, the spirits that are in the water, and the spirits that are in the air, and the spirit that live inside of the earth. Those are the ones that governing the earth only. All right. There you go. All right. However, the difference lies in the fact that each principle uses different instructions and methods which he recommends to the magician, including how to practically apply them, carry out the magic operation. Potiphar will inform the student about many new practices that are completely unknown to him. For example, how to use fluid condensers for sympathetic magic and also for many other magical operations. So that's what Potiphar does. It works in sympathetic or mumule magic. Of course, because some people, they are not. Do you know? According to scientists, psychiatrists, psychologists out there, the so-called people that are narcissists or the one for psychopath, they don't have sympathy. So if you're being diagnosed with sociopath or psychopath or narcissist, this is the guy that can help you work on your sympathy. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, that's what they said here. Anyway, number 4. Well, it's not number 4. The 4th degree of Capricorn, Trapi. Trapi make it easier for human beings to bear their disappointments and whatever destiny might have in store for them, especially in matters of friendship, love, and marriages. So Trapi is like that guy, that shoulder that you go cry when you're disappointed. When you are disappointed in destiny, friendship, love, and marriage. When there's some huge disappointment in that marriage, huge disappointment in that love, mostly embarrassment. When you finally get access to the bakery, you're running to get that cookie, you trip on your third leg, you spill your milk and fell and bust your mouth. And she said the bakery is closed, get out of here. Trapi is your guy. You go see him and cry about it. You disappointed. When you're disappointed in that friendship, you find out a sister this afternoon said she was shocked that one of the Gentiles that she knew actually robbed a bank. And she was disappointed. You disappointed in your children. You disappointed in that job, man. You didn't pass this test. You go to this fellow. You ask him what happened. You know, so those that's what Trapi does. You know, if you're embarrassing yourself, Trapi is your guy. Of friendship, love, and marriage. Therefore, a student who is in contact with this principle will never has to fear this kind of disappointment in his lifetime. So what this thing does, it literally gives you the ability to never disappoint yourself or never get yourself in a situation you will be disappointed. In other words, failure. Okay, somebody said they find something on mumule magic. Usually those things, certain things they won't put them online, all right? All right, then. Good. Jonion 5, 5th degree of Capricorn. Jonion is considered to be a mysterious principle of the zone governing the earth. Now, some of them brothers, remember the one that were in Scorpio yesterday, they are so high, nobody really can get to them. Some of them remain complete mystery because it is not for those people to get this stuff, okay? Mumule magic is eternity, longevity, what else? Eternity, longevity, eternal beauty, Egyptian mystery related to mummies. The magic will create his own mummy. Okay, it makes sense now. All right, it's all about creating mummy and preserve your body. That's what the other guy, what's his name again? Potiphar. Okay, Potiphar help you longevity and preserve your body. So mummy or magic. I didn't know mummy. There's a magic for mummy. You know, well, no wonder in those Scooby Doo TV shows you see those mummies always chasing people using magic. So there you go. Thank you for clarifying that for us random stuff. Now, Jonion is the custodian of those beings and the beyond who are preparing themselves for a new incarnation. And the invisible world, for instance, and the earth gathering zone of departed human beings, he shows those beings that choose to incarnate it on earth again the most appropriate place and surrounding where they can develop. At the same time, he instructs them how to establish a bond of sympathy between themselves and the maturing fruit in the mother's womb. Yesterday, I was talking with one of the masters concerning when you are not on this plane, when you're traversing, so to speak, if you catch my drift. And they gave me a homework to do for myself. And unfortunately, beloved, I cannot share this with you because that's what they say. They say you can't share it, and then they give me this homework. And doing this homework, they were questioning me to some kind of like interrogation, and then and they asked me certain question which I answered, and one of my answer I didn't like the answer, so I like, okay, well, I don't like this person, but this person is no more for a long time, but I don't like this person, and this person is bitter, hatred. This person is very proud. This person fight all the time, threaten people lies, but this person is traversing, and then they say it won't matter. The moment the spirit that you had in you here traverse, it's kind of like the spirit is doesn't know what it doesn't have a free will anymore. Everything that you've been doing, it's copied, and wherever you are going, it's there waiting for you. You will be answered for all those horrible and terrible things that you did. But in the meantime, when you're traversing, when you're going there, you're like a quote unquote a mindless person. You know, anybody can call you and make you do whatever they choose to want you to do, because they are in this realm and you are in a realm that you do not have that much of a free will. And he said this, I'm like, well, this person is horrible. He said, no, don't worry about that. You know, they say, well, you are a represent, not me physically though, brothers, individually. We are a representation, all of human being are a representation of the Most High God Almighty. We have power, so we have to use our power with authority. That's why the Most High uses power with authority, with firmness. When he told us to do something, we don't do it, he punish us. When he told those people to get the hell off our land, we've been telling them since 2 Novembers ago. They don't want to get up. Look what happened to Sunnyvale. Look what happened to Paradise. Look what happened to Superior. Look what happened to Lake Tahoe. Look what happened to all those places, because those people don't want to leave. He made them leave. He punished them. All right, that's what I was discussing with the masters. When you are traversing, you do not have the same pride or whatever that you used to deal here on the earth. You're basically a mindless zombie. At the same time, he instructs them how to establish a bond of sympathy between themselves and the measuring fruits and the mother's womb. That's when you are all reincarnated, okay? Afolono, 6th degree of Capricorn. Afolono is the master of mercurial Kabbalah. This principle teaches the student how he can Kabbalistically transfer the influence of the Mercurian sphere to the zone girdling the earth, and from there to our physical world, as well as the mental, astral, and the physical bodies. The magician can find out from Afolono how to attain a particularly receptive intellect, which he can attain enlightenment in every field of science on our earth. So if you want to use, I mean, if you want to be proficient or prolific in any science, Apollono is your guy. Mainly, Kokav is your planet, because this is the planet of intellect. That's where all the knowledge, so to speak, is stored. Higher knowledge, well, knowledge is stored. Higher knowledge is stored, like in the moon and the sun. They're pretty much all over the place. So Apollono, is that what that is? Afolono is that guy that help you gain super knowledge in all known sciences and unknown, I'm assuming. Every field of science, okay? Paruchu, 7 degree of Capricorn. Paruchu, all human being whose field of endeavor is writing or acting, whether drama, tragedy, comedy, etc., will find in this principle an outstanding inspire. So Paruchu, he help writers, he help actors, okay, whether you're writing drama, tragedy, and comedy, this is the fellow that help you. Okay. Then again, brothers, all those intelligences, some of them are positive, some of them are negative. But according to the book, they are teaching you even this intelligence is negative, you're not supposed to use it, to do negative things. Okay. That's why certain people write great book. There's this fellow, he probably one of the greatest oral writer. Okay, he wrote Eat, he wrote Pet Cemetery and stuff. And then it is always said those guys are good when they're writing, they do cocaine and stuff. It could be that case. It could be they're good at, using cocaine to get inspired. But some of them they call those spirits and then they said, hey, write this thing for me or inspire me to write these things. All right. Certain people write great books and then they are great writer. They are inspired by those things. Or they just stumble upon a library that our people wrote their book. They just swag a jacket, copy it, repackaging it and then sell it back to us. If we want to become better writer, better actor, better this, better that, we must consult intelligences that are more intelligent than us. If you want to learn better, you need to consult somebody that is smarter than you. If you are in a room that everybody is either as smart as you are or you're smarter than them, you are in the wrong room. You need to be around people that know things that blow your mind, things you never know, things that are like beyond anything you can ever possibly imagine, so that person can teach you. When you sit in the midst of a bunch of two-thirds and a bunch of unlearned and a bunch of backwarded buck to scumbag monster, you won't learn anything. In fact, if you had to learn something, you will learn something that will literally degrade your mind. It is always good to be in the midst of people that know better than you, people that you, in fact, acknowledge that are smarter than you. Please do not acknowledge Big Levi is smarter than you. That would be a great scene right there. Be in the midst of people that are learned. When they are in this frequency, and then you are in this frequency, you will vibrate it just at, maybe not as high, it could be higher than them. Okay, it is always the students. Some students would always surpasses their masters. Even the masters say this in the beginning. They say they see people in the nation that will surpass even the greatest people that they know this thing for. But you have to go learn from the best if you want to be the best. You don't want to, if you want to be a great basketball player, you train with Michael Jordan. If you have the opportunity, you train with LeBron James. You may not like them. Some of you hate those guys, but you want to be, you train because there is a reason why they are that good. You cannot just go ahead online and choose some dude that is a mechanic. You're like, I don't care. I will learn with this guy. I saw him putting a 3 points. It's not the same. All right, it's not the same, beloved. It is always good when you learn from somebody that is higher than you, better than you, and most importantly, smarter than you. It happened. That person is just smarter than me, and I have to go learn from this person. Then one thing again, brothers, when you have somebody that you admired, whether that person is online in your life, you never walk up to this person, you say, be my mentor. Can you be my mentor? Excuse me. I never ask those masters, can they be my mentor or can they be my masters or teach me for anything? The moment you see anyone that are quote unquote smarter than you, better than you, they are already your mentor. You don't need to ask them. You just follow and respectfully, brothers. Even though you disagree, even though, beloved, you are disagreeing to the highest degree, you don't make it disrespectful against whoever that is your mentor. It is always wise to keep silent and learn. In the future, you will learn like, wait, so that's what that meant. Oh boy, I was gonna make an ass out of myself. It is always good if you see someone that you want that person to be your mentor, whether that person is older, younger than you just keep cool. You say, this guy is my mentor. I'm learning as much as I can from him, from her. You don't go and say, hey, make me your student and stuff like that. You're probably going to bother them until they're like, all right, let's give this guy a little bit of stuff and things. All right? Listen, beloved. It's one thing. I've seen like so many people that are trying to learn from those guys. They are very disrespectful. Because those guys, they are not Harvard, learn and all that. They didn't go to none of those damn school. They just go up with the knowledge that was passing on to them, and now they are passing on to the people that have the capability, the ability, the capacity to hold it, learn it, use it righteously. Right? Okay, let's go. 7. We already know Paruchu. Okay, Paruchu help writer, comedy writer, etc. Will find and the principle an outstanding inspire. Again, brothers, those things inspired you, okay? An outstanding inspire. Should the student be a writer or an actor, then Paruchu can offer him many opportunities which will contribute to the magician's fame as an actor or writer. Now, you started to understand a lot of those guys that are in Hollywood, a lot of them, they use certain spirits. So certain of those guys, when they are acting, they are phenomenal. But when you see those guys not acting, they are terrible. When those guys are acting, this is a great actor. But when you do your research on those guys, they're actually horrible people. One as such is that fellow. I'm not going to name his name because I don't want people coming after me. He was the guy that Shining and all that, and 2000 ODZ, faking the moon landing, and all that stuff. This guy is considered to be the greatest director in movies. And the people that know this dude, you watch his movie, you're like, damn, he's good. But when you do your research on him, everybody will tell you that guy was a horrible human being. He was a horrible human being. Based on the research that he's the guy, he threatened you. He's not playing. It's not like he's teasing you stuff. This guy will call you out of your name. There is a dude throughout my research and things like that, and then he said there are certain Hollywood directors that literally calling you racial slur to get you pumped. That's not acting, man. And the movie Django, if you remember the scene where Leonardo DiCaprio had the skull, it was proving some fake science with the skull of the black man, how they are born stupid and submissive, because they had this science back then. They said because when they look at our cranial skull, they find out we were different. They say, okay, so that's why they're so stupid. And then when he hit the skull, and then his hand got cut with blood, and then he came to the lady Umbrella, is that what it is? Bumila. I went to Bumila, and then he smeared the blood in her face, and everybody was like, oh, and stuff. It was a great scene. Do you know that happened for real? Do you know Leonardo DiCaprio has actually cut his hand? It wasn't in the act though, and then he smeared his real blood in the black woman's face. And after they say cut, there was like almost a fight. If it wasn't for Samuel L. Jackson, there was gonna be a fight. There are some people like, man, that's an actor, great actor, but those people are horrible people, man. They learn certain things for certain spirit, and they will tell you to most of our people are unlearned. They like to repeat after Gentiles. They like to repeat after Christian conspiracy theories. Certain one of those Hollywood directors, man, they will do things to you, dog, to put you in that mood to act. Certain rappers, producers, you see them nice. And then when people that work with them say, hey, man, that person is not nice, man. Certain people you see on TV and stuff. For instance, that woman, that Ellen woman. Oh, sorry. Oops, damn it. Wait, no, that's the other phone. What the hell? For instance, that Ellen woman, okay, she's on TV, you know, oh, hey, great cowgirl and stuff like that. I'm Ellen and stuff. Hey, clap your hand, you know, your stuff. Yeah, they will shoot you with a real gun. I will go a little bit on this matter. Oh, this and that. Oh, man, and stuff. And the people that work with her tell you she's a horrible human being. And the movie The Exorcism, is that what that is? 1975, 1972. I gotta take this thing. Well, I'm gonna leave it here. 1972 or whatever. The dude, when they was filming the scene where the girl that was possessed by the devil and stuff like that was cursing and stuff like that. The dude bought, and it was in the winter. The Exorcist, it was somewhere in the winter. He brought the room temperature so low that the people in there got so sick, they were freezing. They got sick. One of them got sick with pneumonia, and then they shot a real gun while they were acting. He took a real gun without their knowledge and then he shoot it, and then they got startled. That's great acting. No, that's not great acting, man. Those people are horrible people. And then when those guys make those things, that's because like they're inspired by a great spirit to make a great movie. But in real life, they are terrible people, man. Okay, this is just an example, brethren. Okay, all right, we do our own studies. We don't repeat what Christian Gentiles are doing out there because they see something, you know, they see a good picture. They don't know what kind of spirit it is. They quickly dub it as the devil. Anything that has a freaking goat in it is devil. Okay, well, Capricorn, they're represented by a goat. So everybody that Capricorn out there worship devil. Is that what that is? The goat is a magnificent animal, man. All right. Good. Now, Palmato, 8-degree Capricorn. Palmato has the task of monitoring all Earth rays. Okay, Earth rays, ground radiation. So Palmato, he messed with the ley line, and then he monitoring all Earth rays. For instance, everything has rays. Rays, another word, is for aura, energy. The sun rays, the sun aura, the moon ray, the moon aura, Mars ray, Madim and stuff. Everybody, they have a ray that come out of them. Positive, negative. We all have some type of energy that come out of us. If you look on this earth, well, if you are driving sometime, you're looking at the asphalt, you can see it's like the heat coming out of it when it's really hot. You know, the radiation that's coming out of it. So these guys over this, I had no idea. I knew everything had a spirit over it, but I didn't even know that as anyway. From this principle, the student can find out which earth rays he can use for himself and for the benefit of others, and which are harmful to one's health. And at the same time, the student will learn from this principle how he can protect himself from the harmful earth rays. All instruments which our technology presently has it in its possession to measure earth rays exist on account of the inspiration of this principle. This guy control earth rays, earth radiation. That's what it does. If you didn't know the earth had the radiation, now you do. I didn't know that. Okay. Afolion, 9th degree Capricorn. Afolion initiates the magician and into the entire anatomy of the astral body of humans and animals. Okay. Afolion initiates the student into the entire anatomy of the astral body of humans and animals. All right. Afolion, right? Afolion or Afolion. He initiates you. Initiates mean like he brought you secret knowledge that are not outside of the body, the celestial body of men and animals. For instance, do you know still now, we as, well, the Gentiles, we as a people, we don't fully understand the human body. The reason why you don't fully understand the physical body, you know some part of it. Don't listen to any doctor. Scientists know everything in the body. Yeah, well, why didn't you scumbag already cure all cancer, all disease? If you do understand the human body, you can't. That is because you don't know the astral body, of course, the spiritual body. Oh, we know everything in the human body. No, you kind of know every name in the human body, but you don't know their true function. That's what that is. Ongoing discovery. They recently discovered that fellow, Ronnie Coleman, is not actually a normal human being. He's a bodybuilder. They found out his gene is much more advanced than anything they possibly. Did your science know that? There's a fellow, African fellow and stuff. They killed this guy multiple times. He never died. He can't die. When I was a little kid, you know what? Let me ask. Let me. There's a dude that I know he could never die. His name was Wooster. I talk about Mom. Qui ça passe coq? Let me get coq. Yes. Coq bourret. Coq pousse bourret. Il mourit.
Coq talo de yo.
Il va jamais mourir.
Il était malade. Par contre, il s'est allé de tourner. Après ça, il faut jam dans mon dépoule.
Okay. All right then. Thank you. All right. Give me a second.
Et Dominique qui est mort.
Ah, that's sad. Okay. All right.
Il est mort de mon petit.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. There's a dude when I was growing up, he's still alive. I just asked my mom, he said he was sick, but he's still alive. He can never die. His name was Wooster, okay? Well, they call him Cock. Cock could never die. And I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. When I was a kid, a little boy, I saw Cock getting run over by he got run over by a duck truck. Cock got hit by that duck truck like so hard, his shoe flew and fell on top of another house, and then he rolled over the floor, and then he stand up. He start like dusting up his body. He dust up his body, and then he walk up to the dump truck. He say, "Hey man, I don't know about you, man. I'm not gonna go to the hospital. Maybe you need to go to the mechanic shop, but I'm fine." And then he just walk up. This guy, he was like the dude. They're like, everybody's like, "Yo, cop got hit by another car again." Like, everybody, crap, there you go. It's like, "Yo, Wooster got sick." And finally, he's going to die. And then you see him walking. This guy, he can never die. I just asked my mom, like, "Is he all right?" Because I'm assuming he's dead because he was really old. He's still there. There are people like that, brothers. I'm not making this up. This dude either get hit by a car, or he got kicked by a freaking donkey, or he got beat up so bad in a game of gambling. He can never die. And if you see this guy, he's not the picture of health. You're like, how is this dude is alive? How is he? They call him Wooster the Immortal. So there are certain things that are in our physical body we don't even know. Scientists don't even know. And then how they can know the astral body. They know none of that. They can't. This guy, Afolion, can help you with this. Okay? At the same time, the magician receives from this principle the knowledge of occult anatomy and how to employ his knowledge practically in the magical sciences. Therefore, you can consider Afolion to be the teacher of occult anatomy. And the magician can learn a great deal of this respect. When they say occult, they mean hidden. You know, like something that is very secretive. That doesn't mean the devil. I mean the devil. All right. 10. Corgi. Kogid. Kogid is the best initiator on the path of cognition. Wow. Wow. I can take a group of people that need Kogig, man. Right? Corgi is one of the best initiators on the path of cognitions. He guides the cognizance of every human being in accordance with his maturity. That's going to be a problem there. According to your maturity, well, you're not cognitively, you're not mature, so that's going to be a problem. So, and he gives the necessary enlightenment to one of who is the path of cognition. The principle entrusts the magician with methods which to attain enlightenment and omniscience. Omniscience? Omniscience. Kogig is the patron of all students of spiritual knowledge, namely those who feel endeavor is Jnana Yoga, instance the yoga of cognizance. Okay, cognitive dissonance, cognitive disorder. There's a group of people, they will never accept anything. Or even on deathbed, even on their deathbed, they will curse you. They will never, that's how they are. You need this guy help. 11, Sermiel. Sermiel is appointed by divine providence to monitor the incarnation of every human being, just like Jonian. The fifth principle of this sign of the zodiac. Sermiel knows how long every person must stay in the invisible world so that he becomes mature enough to see the light of day on earth again and to continue with the school of life. Okay, should a student request it, this principle will give him the exact time he will depart from this earth, as well as the departure of any individual. In addition, he will give the student the location and point in time, the next incarnation. So Sermiel is that guy you can call, say, hey, when am I going to die? Not only is going to tell you when you're going to die, it's going to give you the location and how and where and the way you're going to die. And then if you say, how is this person going to die? He's going to tell you the same thing. And then he's the one that's going to tell you when you want coming back here and be reincarnated again. So if I'm not mistaken, which I think I am, this is probably our last incarnation. A group of us, at least. Because there's some people that are going to keep reincarnated. So, get that 1,000 years down. After that 1,000 years, get them loose out a little bit and then get them into a safe place and then burn them and destroy all of them. They could never be reincarnated again. Hopefully, I'm wrong about this. But then again, I'm not the great I am. 12, Capricorn, Erimihala. Erimihala is in control of higher astral magic. He unveils many secrets of the invisible world to the mature magician. For example, he informs the students about the influences of the elements in the astral plane, the manner in which an abundant astral body gradually decomposes through the astral element while the spirit has already incarnated again on earth. The student can increase his knowledge with the help of his principally and explain his horizon in regard of working and being effective in the element and astral world. So far you got 12 of those intelligences. They all deal with death after death reincarnation. Why? Well, most of them. Anybody can tell us why? Why would those most of those intelligences keep talking about death, reincarnation, when you're going to die and stuff? What give you the clue that they are somewhat specialists in this matter? Let me hydrate in the holy temple with the Holy Spirit, if you excuse me. Where's my water? There you go. But I'm running out of water. All right. I'm seeing good answer here. That's right. Because they are in the house of the black judge. They are in the 12th house. And this house deal with this thing. All right. That's what this house does. That's why, this is the appropriated place for them. Out of all of them so far, those are the main one that deal with things that have to do with life after life. When you are, the Catholic will say purgatory, when you're on this stage, when you're on the other side, when you are in front of the judge and you're being questioned. What did you do when you were on earth? Hey man, Jesus paid for my sin. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Not right here. It doesn't work like that. So, yeah. All right. Excuse me. 13. All right. Sasha has many methods at his disposal, which will lead to the swift development of television technology. Let me repeat this again. This is in the house of the black judge. Sasha has many methods at his disposal, which will lead to the swift development of television technology. Why would you go to a magical being to get knowledge, higher knowledge for technology? Because technology in every form is a lower form of magic. That's all. That's what that is. He teaches the student how time and space can be spent in very simple manner. How time and space can be spent in very simple manner. How you can travel very fast over a long distance, and how you can travel back in time, forward in time, to other planet, to other realm, to other being, other dimensions. I don't know. Very simple manner. I would like to make that fellow Sasha. Sasha is the initiator of all optical instruments, and he allowed me to view new invention in the Akasha that were far in the future. This is what the guy that wrote this book say. He say this spirit allow him to go see invention, that technology that are far in the future. This future doesn't belong to 83. They fantasize about it though. They know that. That's why they want to kill you. They want to get rid of you. They know the future. They saw the demise. They know what's coming. Some of them are high level. The most I give them, somewhat, the way to. Again, brothers, he didn't come up with this. This is our stuff. This is our people, what they used to do. He just practiced it, just like the Babylonian that discovered the book of Solomon. The most I gave him the understanding to understand, or the comprehension to understanding, or the understanding to comprehend it. All right. This dude say he traveled with this being. He saw things in the future that are far, invention that are far in the future. He wrote this book, I believe, in the 1950s. Was it? I forgot. Let me see. The first edition was. Okay, 1956. I believe the first edition was in 1956. This is a 2001 edition. That's the second edition, okay? This fellow was a German fellow, all right? France, pardon. All right? He wrote this in 1956, all right? Say far in the future. If it was this time, he would have said, a couple of years in the future. When they're talking about fast code word, our future. Excuse me. For example, in the future, It will be possible with the aid of small device to transmit and receive at the same time. He's talking about, phone and stuff like that. All anyone has to do is aim this device at any spot on Earth, and it will be possible to see everything that takes place there immediately. This technology haven't been invented. Oops. You hear that? He said he saw a technology where you have a small device. You can point it anywhere on this Earth, and then you can see anything that are happening there instantly. This technology is not yet invented. This technology is not yet invented. For instance, this is a device, a small device. This is just an example. I don't have this technology. I'm just giving an example. Show me what's going on right now in Ukraine, live. Click. Boom, 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 boom. So that's what's going on. All right, then. Well, show me Area 51. Everything in there. You see everything. Show me what's going on in Atlantis. Is that what's the Atlantean all doing out there? You see everything. Show me what's going on in the White House. They show you everything. Show me what's going on over at the National Federal Reserve, mainly at the security keypad. Show me the keypad, what they are entering in there for personal or, I'm asking for a friend. Okay, you can turn off now. A little small device like that, you put it in your pocket. Show me what's going on in Madim. Show me what's going on inside of the sun. Don't let Don't let that fellow that is right now being investigated by the FBI for warping certain. I'm pretty sure if Mr. Rock find his hand in this, show me what Sister This is doing in the bathroom. And Mr. PS, please stop swagger jacking us. We know you are a massive pervert, and that's why the FBI is on you. You can't swagger jack this. You and that fellow, what is his name again? TD Snakes. All right? They're going to get you because you've done all those things. You've been grabbing people. Oh, well, I'm Italian. That's what we Italian do. We grab people. No, sir. You're what they are called a pervert. All right. So, this device is really dangerous, man. You get a guy like Mr. Stone has his hand on this. Everybody, you might want to you might want to take your shower in your bath with your full clothes on. All praises to the Most. All right, let's keep on moving. All one has to do is to aim this device at any spot on Earth, and it will be possible to see everything that takes place there immediately. These things haven't been invented yet, and we already know the Gentiles they can invent it. This guy saw our future. He saw the future. The particular people one wishes to observe, and listen to this, brothers. Listen to this. The particular people one wishes to observe need not have a transmitter or receiver. So he's not talking about a phone where you can call. Hey, guys, I'm on my phone over there and stuff. A phone needs somewhat a transmitter. Another person needs to need a phone and stuff. This thing doesn't need that. It doesn't need it. All right. That means this haven't been, invented yet. All right. The particular people one wishes to observe need not to have a transmitter or a receiver. But what is even more surprising is that the people who are observed will have no idea that this is occurring. All praises to the Most High, man. That means you can use this device anywhere on anyone, and that person won't know what the hell is happening. They won't have the slight idea that you're, I don't know, the word like Mr. Stone would like to use. Mr. Stone as a massive voyeur. They will have no idea that you're watching them. Show me what the so-called the elites are planning right now. Show me what they're going to plan in the future. Show me what the president, all the one that are behind the curtain are doing right now. They won't know what happened. They won't know what it is. And then we're just watching them making plane and taking their safe somewhere. They won't know anything. They won't know, are they being spied or are they being not spied? What is it? Show me the Vatican, what the Pope is doing. That would be a mistake. That would be a great mistake right there. You should say, you must ask, are all the altar boys are out of the Vatican? Well, yes, they are. All right, then. Well, then show me what the Pope is doing. If they say the altar boy are still in a specific room crying, hey, no, sir, no. you really don't want to, you really don't want to know that. You know what? You know what? And this just came to me. And the cartoon, the French anime, of course, cartoon called Valérian et Laureline, there is a technology that I'm gonna spoil it for you. Valérian and Laureline, they stumbled upon a technology like that. All right, they were able to travel through time. They go to this guy, this bad guy. He was like a dark side mother lover. This guy is so scary. I was afraid of him. They spy on the dude. He had no idea they were there. Valérian and Laureline were right there in the womb with the guy. He planned everything. They watched all the plan, and then that's why they were able to defeat him. If you watch the whole old French cartoon, which is extremely difficult to find. You know what? Well, of course, anything that is difficult to find, that means there are certain things that belong to certain people, and those people are waking up, and they don't want you to find out about that. That's what it is, okay? All right. Oops, a second. Okay, this is we still 13. All right, this is Trisha. Okay, Sasha. That's what Trisha said is. Okay, all right. Now, today's state of development of television technology is just the beginning stages. Before this principle permits the aforesaid mentioned invention and similar orders to be disclosed, humankind must first develop spiritually and astrally to a higher level. Before this intelligence release this knowledge unto the human being that on this earth, we must be evolved astrally, spiritually, to a higher level. Other Gentiles are evolving astrally and spiritually to a higher level. Other so-called Christians are going up. Other so-called other people are studying to gain higher knowledge. They will not release this thing on the hand of certain people. You know why? Because if they do, that's all they're going to do with it. All they do is negative thing with it because that's what their mind is for. As long as you stay in this low vibration, you cannot receive this knowledge, which really show you that you are going to be destroyed, because they say whether you want it or not, this thing will come. That's why we told you in the future, And there will be some technology we will have it's out of this world. Those are the treasure that the mighty one will open up to us. Okay. At their present level, human being will only misuse this type of invention. Of course, we just say this. Presently, only a magician which his developed clairvoyant eyes is able to see over time and space. However, the possibility exists that in the future, this type of viewing will be achieved with a form of television through appropriate invention in the physical sense. The future will confirm my prognosis. Mm-hmm. Those things will be invented, man. Because there are some people that have the BG coming back, they come back as scientists. Some of the people that BG is coming back, they come back as chemists, doctors. There's a brother, is a Madimite. He's back coming as a scientist, a high level scientist. I don't know. Afimo 14, Capricorn. Afimo is the art inspired of all who are in the field of physics and chemistry. Okay, we just talked about that. Particularly those who are engaged in the invention and products of all kind of gases, all of whom are under the particular protection of this principle. Afino initiates the magician into the secrets of evaporation in nature, the absorption of liquid, and returning them as water in the form of rain or snow. All physical procedures on earth which are in any way connected with evaporation are under the direction of this principle. Furthermore, the student will learn from this principle how to produce rain and fog in nature or to prevent this from happening. The student will also be shown how to transform liquids and solid matter into gases. Afimo gives the student the opportunity to view inventions which can only become a reality in the distant future. This is how much we have coming, brethren. This is how much we have coming. Now you got Afimo, which teach you about evaporation and condensation, steam, and things that can evaporate it, liquid, things you can do with that. Things that are in the distant, when they say distant future, they are not talking about a few years down the road. They know what they're talking about. Gas technology. Isn't it at this time right now? There is a specific place, a specific continent that have a gas problem because I don't know, they were pushing some dude in the corner, cut their gases. Can you imagine if those people have this technology? Can you imagine a power plant or a whole city? All they need is a little lighter like this. They just tell it gas or heat activated, and then it just floated and it warm up the whole city. It just glows in the radiation like a giant force field glowing red and warm the whole city. The snow that fell just melted on top of it like a dome. Can you imagine those technologies? That is why Sensei said the other guys that are on the other planets, they are waiting for us to evolve so they can go themselves to the higher one and then we can take their places. This is child game to them. Just like a cell phone or iPhone right now for a smartphone to one of those kids that were born like in 2014 is child game. All kids now use smartphone. It's a game to them. Take a smartphone and then give it to one of those people that were born in the 70s. Bring it to the 70s and give it somebody in the 70s. They won't know what to do with it. It's so difficult for them to play with, but to a child now it's like this is child play. They can go on YouTube, they download game, they play game, they watch movies, they can do anything with it. While if you take something like that, you give it somebody in the 70s. I'm not saying the people that are in the age 70s, but in the years of 1970s, 1971, 1972, you travel in there, you give it, it will be a problem because they are not, this is high for them. So you're gonna have to wait. If those people, those so-called alien come or intelligences give us something, we may not know how to use it because it's too high. It's gonna take us years to learn it. All right. Oh boy, where we were. Okay. All right. 15, Capricorn. Palmato. Did I read Palmato before? No. Oh, yeah. Garces. Okay, this is Garces is very similar to Palmato, all right? Garces, similar to more Palmato, the eighth representative of the zodiacal sign of Capricorn, who monitors the earth rays and the measuring devices. Garces also has the same abilities and can teach the student the magical practices necessary to detect earth rays. In particular, he teaches how earth rays can be detected in a magical manner with the help of a divining rod, side reel, pendulum, and other aids without having to revert it to complicated physical measure devices. The student will receive precise information from this intelligence about many new and completely unknown method of detection. So Garces, the 30th degree, he pretty much similar do things with Palmato concerning the earth rays, but Garces go a little bit further and things like that. So Masadu 16, Capricorn. Masadu is the principal who encourages human beings to thrifty and teaches them to provide for leaner times, for instance, to stock up supplies for the winter. There's a group of people that will love this guy by now, but hey, there's free will, there's destiny. This principle shows the student under which circumstances a meager harvest can be expected, the kinds of fruits that will be in short supply, and through his subordinates, he offered the student protection so that he never had to suffer famine. So Masadu is like a minimalist. Okay, Masadu, yes, that's probably the angel that helped Joseph. Masadu is probably the angel that helped Joseph store the food and build the dam, build the lake to conserve the water, do those that, and when the famine comes and stuff. Now you started to understand that our people were working with high intelligence and being, man. All right, now you comprehend that Masadu is a minimalist. He show you how to save money, food, and be a true survivalist, not those scumbag out there. Arabim 17. Arabim Capricorn has the qualification to instruct the student in occult botany and anything related thereto. Okay, occult botany. Okay, botany is the study of plants. Is that what that is? Is that what botany mean? The study of plants, the science that study plants. Well, not biology. Biology was the study. The study is the study organism, but botany is the science that study plant. I don't know. Anyway, principal teaches the student about botany from the hermetic point of view and how to utilize practically in magic and the healing hearts. Okay, 18 degree of Capricorn, Amia or Amaya. Amia monitors all crystallization on and under the surface of the earth. So Amia is the one that show you everything you need to know about crystals, okay, that are on the earth, including that giant crystal that is under the earth, aka the earth heart, that giant sun, so to speak. All the kings of the Noms and their subordinates are subject to this principle of the zone governing the earth. So you know the Gnome, of course, they live in the earth, and the Noms, they are also in the house of Capricorn, because Capricorn is earth, and they are in the house of Virgo, which is earth, and the last one that is earth again is Taurus. Okay, the Noms are in the realm of the earth. the salamanders the fire, the Udin the water, and the fairies the air. All right, that's according to this book. Okay, if you need something, you may want to look at it in that. All right. Amaya or Amaya permits the magician to penetrate more deeply into the secrets of crystallization, and he shows him the location of crystals, rock crystals, and various kinds of salts, and well as precious and semi-precious gemstones. Should the student have reached a certain level of maturity and magical development, he will also learn how to transmute crystal compound into semi precious or precious stones through an alchemical process. Now, there is, it's not is, in the book of Dragon Ball Z, the manga I was reading when I was 9 or 10 years old, I believe Bulma or Bilma, she went with Gohan, not Gohan though, Goku. When Goku was a little kid, he had that Bulma or Bilma. When Goku had that tail, Goku was born with a tail. Goku heart is so pure, and Goku don't know what. I'm not gonna go there, but Goku don't know anything when he was like pure. That's why he was able to fly on the cloud. If you step on the cloud, you will fail. But Goku can just step on the cloud; he will fly. And they were in a desert and they were hungry. And Bulma, she had like a little crystal. Okay. She says something to the crystal and throw it out. And then the crystal transformed into a giant, beautiful house. The flying nimbus. Yeah, the cloud. And then the crystal, it's like a little, I think it was a crystal or peel. That she just say something and then she throw it and then it turned into a beautiful house, a nice mansion. They were able to go in there, shower, cook. A little crystal, okay, a little thing like this, and inside of it, a little crystal, there was a whole house that has everything in it. Is that what they call it? The capsule corporation? It was a little capsule, okay? You throw it out, there was a whole house in there. And then she went go to sleep, and then Goku went in the night. Anyway, the whole thing is, man, it's crazy. So Amaya, she helped you with this kind of things, all right? Kamual 19, Capricorn. Kamual monitors all ores and coal mines on Earth. He is the initiator of all human beings who are employed in the mining of ore and coal. All miners and mining engineers are under his particular protection. Should the subject be an interest of the student, this principle can give him many valuable instruction. Okay, if you're into mining coal, okay, we know the Gentiles came in our lane, they make a buttload of money in mining coal, mining ore, mining things. So this principle is the guy that is over those things. Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, Bulma was a technological genius, and she's super smart. She's super smart. All right. Paracho, Parachmo or Parakmo. Parachmo 20. Parachmo acquaints individuals with all the various species of healing herbs that grow on the earth. And he also protects all those who gather these herbs. This principle teaches the magician to prepare healing herbs in an alchemical spaghetic manner, and turn them into healing remedies for various ailments. At times, he can even cure ailments which are deemed incurable. Parachmo will even disclose to the students alchemical spaghetic essences and quintessences, the preparation of which is this day known only to a very few initiates. The student can learn much more from Parachmo than what he believes he assumed he could. So Paruchu is what you are calling a botanic fellow. Is that what that is? But somebody look up Spagyric. I'm not quite sure what spagyric mean. Let me see if I can look that up. Spagyric. Somebody look that up. Spagyric. Spagyric. Is that what that is? S-P-A. Wait, let me spell it. S-P-A-G-Y-R-E. Spagyric. Not quite sure what that is, but this dude is like a botanic fellow. He hydrated the holy temple. Damn it. Model water. Spagyric pertaining to alchemy, alchemical, especially regarding medicine. Oh, okay. It's like a medical alchemical thing. You can use this formula to cure people when it comes to cure. Babe, mom, Jaden, Yaya, need water. Spagyric, the practices of spagyrics is that. Oh, watch out. Give me a second. All right. Thank you. What? No, put that long. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Spagyric. It's something that has to do with alchemical. No, by again. It's related to our alchemy. All right. All right. Let's do this. 21. Kokali. Huh? Kokali 21. Capricorn. Under the protection of these intelligences are all athletes, okay, especially hunters and mountain climbers. So Kokali, he taking care of athletes. Okay, if you're an athlete, you are one of those people that deal with you're a mountain climber. What do we have any mountain climber in the midst? I'll never understand. And mountain climbing is not that simple because I went to buy some few instrument related to mountain climbing. I was amazed how this thing was so diverse. The type of rope, the type of things that you need to get. I'm like, what the hell? What is this? If you're a mountain climber, Kokali is yours. All right. Any magician who has interest in sports will find it very beneficial to contact this principle. For example, the student can find out from Kokali how to get his body in extraordinary condition in order to achieve outstanding performance in sport. So if you're a football player, a basketball player, or a boxer, anything that have with sport, Kokali is your guy. You can contact this guy. He will give you, if you're one of those online influencer that all about your body, son, this is your guy. You can put your body in a physical state that you can do things that other athletes are dreaming. They will call you the superhuman. That's what this thing does. Let me see. 22. Ibario. Ibario is considered to be very specific, very special guardian of divine justice. He monitors the activities of the negative forces in the entire zone girdling the earth, as well as our planet, namely in all three planes. For instance, the mental, astral, and physical worlds. Ibalyo makes certain that the negative forces never gain control, thereby creating chaos in this sphere, which would then have to be brought back into equilibrium by the positive forces. Ibalyo fundamental attributes are harmony and justice. So we need the Ibalyo, man. So Ibalyo provide justice and balance. He prevented chaos. Anytime a spirit's gonna come there and cause chaos, Ibalyo takes care of that. (22) Ibalyo. 23. Lotifar. You know what? Lotifar sounds more like that guy. Anybody know that fellow? That name Motifar sounds like more like that guy that bought Joseph. Remember that guy wife, man? Anybody remember that guy wife? The guy that bought Joseph as a slave. When he come up, he say, this guy is not a slave. Where'd you get this dude? So we bought him from the Ishmaelites. Say, you don't look like a slave. You look well fed and all that. Oh, that's what it is. He brought this guy to his wife. Oh boy, that woman. Anybody remember this guy name? His name is similar to Lotifar. Thank you, brother John Doe. Okay? His name is very similar. Potiphar, Lotifar. Potiphar was the one who bought Joseph. Okay? And his wife, I forgot the wife. The wife was a massive, the wife got Joseph in so much trouble. Do you know when Joseph was still in the prison for years, she's still visiting him every day, asking him the same question, and Joseph gave him the same answer. Joseph was out of all the 12 tribes, the only guy that actually behaved. Joseph was I know Judah was going to Judah was going to put that work like in a heartbeat, man. Judah was going to put that work in a heartbeat. You didn't even have to ask Judah. Simeon, what? Joseph was the only guy that kind of like resist not only her and all the other princes and all the other queens. Joseph was the most handsome of all the 12 brethren. Okay, so yeah, that's now you're getting stuff. So Lotifar, 23, and the zone girdling the earth. This principle has a very difficult task to fulfill. No hish. It is Lotifar starts to warn desperate people through their inner voice not to commit suicide, and it's possible to prevent them from doing so. So this task is extremely difficult. Potiphar has a very big task. Potiphar's task is to prevent you to die 988 or 998. That's his task, to prevent you, desperate people. Back then, there's a document on YouTube where there's a bridge. Is it the Golden Bridge? Is that what that is? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They made a documentary, Bridget. I'm not making this up, okay? For the people that will say, wait, you making that up. I'm not making this up. There's a bridge in California. I believe they call it the Golden Bridge or whatever bridge that is. Some of you, it relies San Francisco to another city. I'm not too good with the map and the stuff like that. The Golden Gate Bridge, yes. I believe that's it. It could be another bridge. These bridge brothers, they had so many people jumping off this bridge and die that a dude went under the bridge to a place that was like far away from it with a camera. They actually, beloved, filmed an entire documentary of people jumping to their death. There was a dude that really caught my attention. He was one of those, he was a white dude. He was very long hair. And this guy, I'm going to take a little moment to explain this. This dude, I forgot his name. He was walking, pacing back and forth. He was one of those rock and roll playing dude, devilish guy stuff. So He walked there. He walked past. He walked again. Then he crossed on the other side of the bridge, and he sits on the top of the bridge, and then he just go back. He fell right on his head. He died. There was another old gentleman. He was wearing a cowboy hat. He jumped and then he hold the cowboy hat so the cowboy hat won't blow out of his head. He died. There was a young girl. She was 14. She took a cab from a city, from a state to another state. She paid in advance. She got out of the cab, get to the bridge, jump. There was a group of, there's a father, a son, and a daughter. Take those two kids, took their hands, jump. There was a couple, a wife and a husband, jump. There was a couple, boyfriend and a girlfriend. They did something horrible. They murdered a whole family, and they could not live with it. They go to this break, jump. So Potiphar, his job is to prevent that from happening. Apparently, this guy's absence in China, South Korea, or even better yet, North Korea. Potiphar, there's a lot of things that he can't do. When it's like what they call this again? Destiny. Desperate people, they are tormented. The guy that make the when they track those people down, they did horrible things. There was a dude, he chopped off a little girl and then he burned the whole body with her. Her body was a half burnt or whatever. And he got tormented until he jumped. Potiphar is taking a vacation now. Potiphar is taking a vacation by now. Those who are in great difficulties or who have suffered great disappointments and despair are inspired through Potiphar's subordinate to realize that life is holy and cannot be replaced by anything. Through this intuition, Potiphar has saved the lives of millions of human beings from such an ill-considered step. He did this by creating for such wretched a good situation at the very last moment, or by giving them a positive inspiration to chase away any thoughts of suicide. Human beings who could not be dissuaded in this manner and who committed suicide in spite of it are watched over by Potiphar and his servants, so that they do not gain full consciousness in the astral world until their normal lifespan on earth has come to an end. You heard what he said there? They said, for instance, if the quote-unquote the mighty one sent you to this earth to live 100 years, you committed suicide at 19 years old. Once you go to the astral world, you won't gain conscience until 81 years old, and 81 years past on this earth, you will gain conscience because you went before your time. If you were supposed to live like 70 years and then you commit suicide at 20, you are not unconscious. You are not conscious in the astral world until the 50 years pass, and then 70s, then you will be unconscious, then you will be reincarnated. So in other words, suicide is pointless. Potiphar preventing you for doing that. Again, there was a dude that went to the Golden Bridge. He went there. He held on to the rail. He was watching. He held on. And he let go. He said the moment he let go, he realized he made a big mistake. And he pleaded with the mighty one. while falling, he pled to the mighty one to give him a chance. He hit the water really hard. He survived. And he gave this testimony. It's up on YouTube. He said the moment he let go, he like, I'm docked. He realized what he had done. And then while he was falling, he prayed. He said, God, please, oh Lord, I see what I've done. Please give me a chance so I can correct my ways. And then he hit the water. He got hurt though. I think his face got mangled, his liver got split, because water is very dangerous, man. People think like, oh, this is fun. You hit the water at that speed, it will tear up your internal organ. His kidney got ripped off, stuff, but he survived. Most of the people that jump off this bridge can swim, but they didn't make it. Oops. Plus, of course, those big bridges, you don't know what kind of spirit the Gentiles use to build those bridges. It could be a covenant they made with certain spirits. Say, hey, you help us build this bridge, and whoever jump out of it, that's yours. Yeah, the still water is like concrete, man. If you fell into high up to still water, it's like you fell to a freaking concrete. You can die. Okay. When a suicide victim awakens from this semi-conscious state to full consciousness, another principle which guides and watches over the incarnation of human beings take over. This principle cares for this person when he reincarnates, and that he will be placed in a situation where he will be able to catch up on what he missed. For instance, what he should have learned through his destiny during his last incarnation. What they told you here, you were sent here to fulfill a mission. If you go back before fulfill your mission, not only the time that you're gonna wait for the time to pass, and then they're gonna send you back to do you back at step number 1. So your suicide, it's murder, suicide, whoever that you murdered, and you will pay for all those things, man. And they're gonna send you back again because you have to learn your lesson. And damn it, we learn our lesson, man. Oh boy, did our nation learn the lesson? Finally turn back. And if you come back before your time, they're gonna send you back. You're gonna repeat the whole thing. The same bull that you were dealing with, you're gonna deal with it again until you pass the test. You cannot go to the next grade without paying, pass the grade. You cannot cheat your way in. They will send you back again. And then you're going to encounter the same situation. That's why some of you certain situation in your life, you're like, man, I was going to kill myself, but you didn't. That means probably in your previous life you did. Never know. Yeah, déjà vu or déjà vu. Churches don't know what they are saying. Going to hell. Anyway, they don't know what they are saying. Anyway, excuse me. Anyone who entertains thought of suicide should realize that in reality, it is the greatest nonsense and blunder he could commit to end his life prematurely and by force. It's pointless. You're gonna come back to the same hish again. It's pointless. Because in reality, this violent act does not does not change anything as far as his destiny is concerned. On the contrary, he unnecessarily prolonged the time of schooling and the development of his spirit while increasing his suffering. You heard that? You decrease the time that you were learning, it had to double, and you double the time of your suffering. When you come back, you're going to suffer a hell of a lot more. That's why Christians tell you when you die, when you commit suicide, when they die, they go to heaven. When you die, you go to hell. When you commit suicide, you go to hell. Now you come back and double your life gonna be worse than previously until you learn your lesson. Cannot run away from yourself, man. Some people, yo, I'm tired of leaving. I'm tired of this Haitian stuff. Boom, they kill themselves. If they were supposed, there's a brother in the nation, the master sensei said this guy will live forever. He will live the longest. So if by any case, this dude decided, oh man, I want to go home because I'm tired of this issue, they're gonna send him back, say your mission is not done yet. Every single person here, you have a mission, you have a duty, and you gotta fulfill it, man, one way or another. Like the old school, my great grandmother, she died of old age. Her mission is fulfilled. Peaceful woman. Some of our families, they die of old age. They fulfill their mission. Some of them too, they die of suicide. They didn't complete the mission. They're gonna have to be sent back. Again, this is according to this book, man. I don't know. You do your research, dog. Ow. Anyway. Karma 24 Capricorn. Karma is a ruler of the physical atmosphere of our earth. He directs the air, warm and cold currents, and he determines the condition of the vegetation. Cold and warmth, heat, drought, storms, and frost are under his principal sphere of influence. Now you cannot comprehend that Enoch met this fellow. Okay, Enoch met Karma. Because Enoch said, I saw the portals of the frost, the drought. All those things don't just happen like that. A portal open, they happen. Hurricane don't happen like this. Well, you physically see it. You saw the portal open, dumping this hurricane in there. Karma was the dude. Well, at least to my understanding. I know, stuff like that. All right. Forgive me, beloved. We're already 10:40. A lot of people are getting sleepy. I begin very late. Usually by that time, we're already done 40 minutes ago, but we're still there. Okay. Let me see. We only got we got 6 more. All right. What is this? Cold, warm, and heat, and so on. There's a Karma, okay, wait a minute. Influences, even the atmosphere that is secrets, and there is no one who has the ability to form a clear picture of this. However, Karma is only too willing to unveil the secrets of the atmosphere to a true magician. All right. Sigo Cell 25, Capricorn. Sigo Cell reveals to the magician the secret of matter, for instance, the matter of our physical world, and so far that it concerns chemical and physical effects. This principle can enlighten the student about everything that concerns our physical world. 26. Saul C. 26, Capricorn. As a mysterious principle in the zone girdling the earth, Saul C enjoys the very special interest of every magician. He is the custodian of all magical keys. Therefore, he takes great care of these magical keys and ensure that the immature never have access to them, because enormous powers can be set into motion with them. That is why the key of Solomon could not fall into the wrong hand. The Gentiles, trust me, well, don't trust me, they cannot use the key of Solomon. If you see the power of those pentacles, the power of the knowledge, if the Gentiles could, they will have literally ruled the world forever. They can't. So Saul sees was the fellow that keep the keys away from immature people. That's how they referred in the book, okay? Immature. All right? Therefore, the principal can rightfully be considered the principal who keeps the magical keys secrets. Kiliosa, 27, Capricorn. Kiliosa renders magical help when a magician is in great danger. This principle will come to the aid of every magician who has ever been in contact with him, and it will momentarily save the magician from any predicament and danger that might threaten his life. Okay, so Kiliosa is the guy that if you contact him, you say, look, son, my Negro, got my back. Anything. You are in the hurricane, something about to fall off on you. Okay, Kiliosa, what is his name again? Kiliosa come, grab you, bring you somewhere. Some dude pull a gun on you, Kiliosa, grab you, save you. You went to an accident, Kiliosa there. He's the guy that protect you against all kind of danger. Okay, that's Kiliosa. Kiliosa will also entrust Kabbalistic formulas to the magician provided he is mature enough, which can only be used in times of grave danger and which contain the power to save magician immediately. For example, as soon as a particular Kabbalistic formula or word is spoken, a murderer would die instantly, or it would permit a magician to become invisible, or he could escape another fortunate manner. Many other difficult situations could be changed to such Kabbalistic words. So, Kiliosa, he gives you words. If you say this word, instantly a murderer will die. If somebody is a murderer and then you know that person did this stuff, you say the name of this person, you say this, that person would instantly die. He gives you words, we call them word of power. If you're in danger, you can say it, and then it will save you. That's Kiliosa. Some of the words, some of our people already written those words in their houses. Which one of you saw the community post, the testimony and the community post by our sister Kay and his husband? Anybody saw that in the community post? Oh, I forgot to send it to Brother Devin, but I believe you can copy it and send it over there. All right. Okay, all right. So the effects of these Kabbalistic words or formulas sometimes occur in just a tenth of a second after key had been uttered. Therefore, any magician who practices evocation will not neglect contacting this principle of the zone girdling the earth in order to be entrusted by him with some of these Kabbalistic formulas which could save him. Okay? All right, this do give you words. All right. 28, Wozora, Capricorn. In our physical world, this principle is a master of acoustics. Acoustics. Humankind owes Wozora its progress in acoustical communication over vast distances. Noise. Beginning with primitive communication such as drums, etc. So the present day modern telephone, radio, and all other invention that belongs to the field of individual. From the magical viewpoint, the magician will learn from this intelligence the manner by which he can direct his attention in order to hear anything he wishes, even over vast distance, for instance, clear audience. So Wozora gives you the ability to hear anything, anywhere, at any time. You sit right here, say, I want to hear what Xi Jinping in China is talking about and translate it for me. Just close your eyes. You hear that person talking. I want to know what Joe Biden is saying right now. You close your eyes. You hear everything he's saying. I want to know what Putin is talking about right now. I want to hear Putin. You can hear it. I want to hear the heartbeat of the earth. You can hear the crystal. I want to hear the stars singing. I want to hear what the Madimite are doing of Madim right now. You can hear everything. I want to hear ants, little legs walking on the planet of Shabbatai. You can hear it. That's what this fellow does. Oh boy, I'm gonna go to too many movies, but Dracula Untold, when he got the power to become Dracula, he was the guy. He could hear things. He hear a spider making his spider web. He hear when the spider is threading the web. Crazy things. So now you know that Wozora Wozora was in the mist, okay? Furthermore, Wozora can teach the student how to materialize acoustical vibration over great distances. For instance, how spoken words and sentences can be condensed acoustically over great distance and how they can be heard. Should the student attain a certain level of mastery in this respect, he will be able to materialize this phenomenon to such a degree that even people who are not magically trained will be able to hear what is said with these physical ears at a far distance. This student will also receive from Ozora precise information about all the phenomena in regards of acoustical transmission over any distance. So, clairaudience, that's what Ozora does. He helps you communicate with people that are very far. Okay? That's what it does. Okay? All right, we got 2 more to go since it's been 2 hours. All right, beloved, everybody good so far? Are we good? We got 2 more. 2 more to go. We got 29 and 30. Then we're good. Is everybody all right? Should we keep on moving, beloved? Everybody okay? We got 2 more to go. Then we're good. All right. Okay, everybody all right? That's good then. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's keep on moving, brothers. Okay, let's keep on moving, right? Ecolim. Ecolim 29, Capricorn. Since time immemorial, this principle has taught humankind how to sculpt the most multifarious forms of earth in the form of clay and gypsum. What the hell is gypsum? Gypsum. Gypsum. Okay. Ecolim, all right, has inspired humankind in accordance with its maturity to produce pots, vessels, statues, etc. out of clay. Later, this principle inspired human being to make bricks from clay, which to this day represent a most important part of the building trades. Not only can the magician learn all about things clay can be turned into, but this principle can also instruct him to the healing power and clays and not naturopathy and other kinds of natural remedies which can be added to the clay of the certain healing effects are achieved. Ecorium can also inform the magician about entirely new yet unknown healing therapy which are yet discovered by humankind in the future. Ramgisa 30. This principle mainly guides and watches over the fishing trade. It was Ramniga who taught humankind how to preserve fish in many different ways. The student can gain great insight into this matter through this principle. All praises to the Most High. Give the Most High a hand, beloved, okay? Great glory, great glory. Thank you, the Mighty One. Thank you for revealing those secrets unto us. Thank you for giving us knowledge. Okay, thank you, beloved. Okay, thank you for joining us. All right, thank you for starting with us. We are officially done. You may leave. We're going to spend a little minutes. Thank you for all of you that were there with us and study with us. Thank you for the moderators. Thank you for the viewers, the participant. Thank you for searching the meaning of things and help us to understand and comprehend or understand everything that we've been studying. We just gain a little knowledge. That's all. That's all that is, brethren. Okay, we are not here to boast. We are not here to say, "Oh, we know everything." You know, we now study a little bit of stuff. We know a little bit now. We know about like now the people that committed suicide is just pointless because you're going to come back in the same thing. And not only that, it's going to be doubling. Man, I gotta finish up cleaning all these things. I'm just gonna put them in there and that's it. So thank you everybody that were here and then that being there with us and make sure we had a great company. I learned a lot myself. Again, I don't read those things like that, okay? Sometimes I left them, you know. I read all the beginning of this is at the end of the book, okay? I read the beginning of the book and I stopped right there so I can help the nation. Tomorrow, beloved, we will do Aquarius, okay? To the Aquarius, any Aquarius in the mist, element air. That was Earth, okay? The house of the black judge, aka King's brother. Okay. All right. Tomorrow we will do Aquarius if we if we have the, yes, it's a lot of information, beloved. It's a lot of information, a lot of things you do. Okay, you see in the house of Capricorn, they deal with incarnation and suicide and death because that's all Shabbatai is about. Okay, that's all Shabbatai is about, which prove that everything we've been studying are true. They're all connected. All right, they're all connected. So hopefully, man, I wish everybody learned something useful, something that is somewhat will add to your library of knowledge. At least tonight somebody say, hey, I didn't know this. Hey, I know something now. I know what that is. Beloved, one thing I want the nation to comprehend, like, you do not learn things here or anywhere in life to go fight people and let them know how many books you read, how many this you. Give me a second, man. I forgot all about this. I had a meeting 48 minutes ago. Somebody had a meeting. I called the brother, but anyway, yeah. So, brethren, we do not learn together to take your knowledge and go and show people, hey, man, I know this, man, I studied this book. I'm well studied. I don't need to. No, we don't do that, okay? All right, we are information sharer. You share something with me, I share something with you. This book was shared with us by one of our beloved sister because of the things that we were saying. Okay, and she said she found more information about the specific subject we were talking about. She brought it onto us, we brought it onto you. You study it. That's all. That's all that is, brothers. Please be humble. Okay, all right, and it doesn't mean anything to all of you that are first time learners. You're not breaking the law. You're not going to hell. In none of this, you're above those things right now. You are in a phase that your intellect is so elevated, you're vibrated so high. Anybody that are, oh, you're going to hell, Jesus is going to come and get you. Yeah, he's not gonna come get you. You that effed up the entire earth. He's not gonna get the Christian. He's going to get the people that are studying. Okay, the people that sit there doing nothing, just studying a book, is going to kill them. But the one that are doing wars, abortion, you people, that's all you guys been doing. You are the one that's going to pay for this. Beloved, damn it, again. Good. So, all right. So, anyway, thank you, beloved, for joining us. I will leave you with peace. I'll say fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. If it is possible tomorrow, we may meet, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. I got so much to do tomorrow. I don't think I will see you in the. You know what? Let me just say it here. I don't think I will see you in the prayer tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you don't see me in the prayer, no, I'm kind of taking care of business. All right. Thank you, beloved. Tomorrow night we'll do Aquarius. Thank you, beloved. Shalom. Fast, pray, repeat. May the King reign forever.